Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture on measurements and instrumentation. So coming to the today's lecture is fourth unit, that is AC and DC bridges. In this chapter we are going to study about the measurement of unknown parameters like resistance, inductance and capacitance. So first we are going to study in this lecture measurement of resistance. Okay. So the learning objectives of the today lecture is to introduce the measurement of resistance, inductance and capacitance, and to classify the different types of resistances. That means what are the different ranges of the resistances available. So depending upon the range, what type of method we are going to prefer to measure the unknown resistance. That means, so measurements, when you heard about the measurements means accuracy. That means how closely we are measuring the measured value with respect to the true value, that is called as the accuracy. So to measure accurately, we are preferring the different methods to measure the different range of the resistances. So these are the learning objectives of the today lecture. First one is classification of resistance. So first one is low range resistance, that is low resistances. So the range of the low range resistance or low resistance is less than or equal to 1 ohm. It is 1 ohm or less than 1 ohm comes under the low range resistance. So if I give the example of this low range resistance is armature resistance of the machine, DC machine, and series field resistance of the DC series motor. Next one is the forward resistance of the diode. So these are the examples for the low resistance range, which has the less than or equal to 1 ohm. Now coming to the next one is medium range resistance. So medium range resistance comes under the less than or equal to 1 ohm to 0.1 mega ohm or 100 kilo ohm. That means less than or equal to 100 kilo ohms or 0.1 mega ohm to 1 ohm comes under the medium range resistance or medium resistance. That means, so 1 ohm to 0.1 mega ohm comes under the medium range resistance. So if I give the example, so insulation resistance, so can be example of the medium range resistance. Okay. Next, high resistance. Next classification is high resistance. So this high resistance range is above 0.1 mega ohm comes under the high range resistance, and higher. That means 0.1 mega ohm to and higher, greater than or equal to 0.1 mega ohm comes under the high range resistance. See, 0.1 mega ohm is also equal to 100 kilo ohm. That means greater than 100 kilo ohms resistance comes under the high range resistance. So best example is insulation resistance. Okay, and diode reverse resistance, reverse bias resistance. So very high. And field winding of the shunt field winding resistance of the DC machines. These are the best example for the high range resistance. And also op amps, that means operational amplifiers input impedance is very high, it is in mega ohms. So to measure that input impedance of the operational amplifiers, we are going to use this high range resistance measurement. So depending upon this classification, how we are going to measure the resistance. So first one is low resistance measurement. So to measure this low resistance measurement, we have mainly two methods. First one is Kelvin's double bridge. The second one is potentiometer method. So by using potentiometer also we can measure the resistance. So if I give the example, so insulation resistance, so this high resistance range is above 0.1 mega ohm or 100 kilo ohm. That means less than or equal to 100 kilo ohm or 0.1 mega ohm comes under the high range resistance. So by using potentiometer also we can measure the the resistance, so which we already discussed in the second unit, that is a potentiometers concept. So how we are, so that is the application of the potentiometer. So potentiometer is also used to measure the unknown resistance very high accurately, as a potentiometer is a high accurate instrument. So next to how we are going to measure the unknown resistance, especially low range resistance. See, 0.001 ohm is also low range resistance. So we can also measure the 0.001 ohm also by using this Kelvin double bridge very high accurately. Okay, we will see in the next classes. Next, coming to the medium range resistance. So medium resistance, first one is we can use the voltmeter ammeter method. So we know that, so resistance R is equal to V by I. That means, so to measure the resistance, we connect one voltmeter, one ammeter, and we record the voltage of the voltmeter reading and current ammeter reading, and we will take the division of the voltmeter reading to the ammeter reading. It will give you the resistance. And how accurate it is. Next one is Wheatstone bridge. Okay, Wheatstone bridge is also used to measure the medium range resistance. Next one is substitution method. So substitution method is one of the method to measure the medium range resistance, and next one is the ohmmeter method. So we will discuss all this method and we will compare, so which method is best method to measure the medium range resistance. That means how can we select the best method means, so which method will give you the less error. So that is the best method. So I already told you number of times, so always measurement means we always prefer the accuracy. So that means, so that's the reason we have divided all the resistances, low resistance, medium resistance and high resistance. So depending upon the range of resistance, we are selecting the method of the measurement of resistance. Okay. So next one, coming to the next method is, next classification is high resistance measurement. Okay, to measure this high resistance, so very in mega ohms of resistance, like operational amplifier input impedance, okay, insulation resistance. So here the first one is the Megger method. So Megger is an instrument which is used to measure the high resistance. Next one is a loss of charge method. Next, direct deflection method and mega ohm bridge method. So these are the four methods to measure the high range resistance, and we will compare, so what are the advantages and disadvantages of these methods and which one is the best method to measure the high range resistance. So generally we use to measure this resistance, inductance and capacitance, we use bridges. So that is whether it is AC bridge or DC bridge. Okay. So DC resistance measurement, we prefer the DC bridges, and the inductance and capacitance measurement, we generally prefer AC bridges. Then what is a bridge first of all? So a bridge is a circuit. A bridge circuit is one kind of electrical circuit wherein the two branches of the circuit are linked to third branch. So which is connected in between the first two branches at some middle point along with them. So that is called as a bridge. So the bridge circuit was mainly designed for measurement purpose in the laboratory. Generally we use these bridge circuits in the laboratory for measuring these unknown parameters, that is the resistance, inductance and capacitance. Here one of the middle link point is adjusted, so when it is used for a specific purpose, that means whether you are measuring the inductance or capacitance or resistance. So we are going to vary the one of the bridge arm, so that we can going to get the bridge balance condition, then thereby we are going to measure the unknown value of the parameters. So these circuits are used in especially linear, non-linear power conversion, so instrumentation and filtering, etc. So this is the importance of the bridges. Okay. So for the next class we will study about the Kelvin's double bridge to measure the unknown low resistance which is less than or equal to 1 ohm only, that is 0.001 ohm also we can measure high accurately. So how accurately we will measure, we will see in the next class. Okay. So this is the introduction about the measurement of the resistance, inductance and capacitance. So thank you for listening the class. We will see in the next class.